Assalamualaikum, listeners, and to our second presentation of Diwali MEHEFIL 2020 here on 97.5 FM, Hot Like Pepper Multicultural Radio, a member of Rhythms Communications Network. My name is Carol Singh, and I will be in your company until 6 p.m. this evening. Let me first welcome a very, very, very special guest. Today, you will be hearing the legendary voice of Rasika Dindial. Also, let's recognize our directors, Mr. Balkarangaya Prasad and Ms. Amira Rahim, in our presence, as well as members of staff. Also, our CEO and President, Mr. Anand Rampasad Singh, he's also here, and Mr. Narayan Singh. I also would like to welcome and introduce my co host for today's presentation, the one and only Mr. Mukesh Baburam.
Thank you very much, Carol. It's my pleasure to be here in the second Mehefil. I don't know the reason why I wasn't here in the first Mehefil, but happy to be included in the second Mehefil. And of course, extremely happy that we have the RANI herself, RASIKA Dindial. Maybe that's why I was invited here, because the RANI herself is here. So I feel extremely important and, of course, extremely excited to be here today.
And Mr. Baburam, I know we have a very, very special guest a guest of honor this afternoon, and I know you would be doing the honors of introducing him to the opening remarks.
Okay, well, it's an opportunity for me. It's a pleasure for me to introduce a gentleman whose voice you would have heard on this radio station a couple months ago on a very regular basis, but in another capacity. Today, he's in a different capacity as a very prominent businessman of Cuba, and of course, as a prominent Hindu personality, the president of the Divine Life Society here in Trinidad and Tobago. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Rajendra Rampasad. Maybe if he can make his way here. And at this time, he is here to bring primarily greetings. So first, let me say, Mr. Rampasad, welcome again to U975 FM. You are no stranger to this radio station. You are no stranger to the studio. And of course, you are here in a different capacity. Welcome again. Sitaram.
Sitaram to all. Thank you all very much for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today in this celebration of the Mehefil. Just like Baburam, I missed the first one, but I heard it. I heard it on the radio. So I am very pleased and happy to be here with you to announce the Diwali Mehefil presented by 97.5 Hot Like Pepper. This is their gift to the nation on Diwali, and we are hoping that the nation will follow the tenets of Diwali, what Diwali is all about. This is just the beginning, and basically for Diwali, it is the removal of darkness over light, the removal of ignorance over knowledge, and more importantly, it is in the celebration of Lord Rama coming out of the bondage of 14 years back to the city of Ayodhya to be greeted by the residents and his people of Ayodhya. Today we have the legendary, they call her the Queen, the Rani, Miss Rasika Dindial, who is going to entertain us with her beautiful voice and give us some lovely bhajans that is in dedication to Diwali. So to the members of the 97.5 crew, I want to wish you all the best. I want to take this opportunity to say on behalf of the uh, members of the Divine Life Society, the management, the executive, and all the members to wish all of Trinidad and Tobago a very happy, safe, and holy Diwali. And I want to thank you all very much.
Before you go, Mr. Rampasad, I'll just ask you maybe one question or two. How difficult has this Diwali season been for the Divine Life Society as a Hindu organization, given all the restrictions of COVID-19?
Well, it is very difficult for us because for Diwali we all like to gather, we all like to come together, have fellowship in our prayers and our place of worship, and it is like a family getting together. And everybody, all Hindus in Trinidad, look forward to this. And it has been very challenging for us in the Divine Life Society because we can only have 5 or 10 people attending, and it takes away from the joy and the happiness. But I think that divine light that is kindled in all of us, that light is going to shine brighter because we now have to work under special, difficult circumstances. So the faith, our faith will have to be a little bit stronger. So but we are coping.
And so one more reason to be more appreciative of indoor Diwali celebrations like this, Diwali Mehefil, and this is how it might be in maybe during this year.
Well, to be quite honest with you, the Divine Life Society, in its inception, it was all about family gathering at home and doing the sandhyas and the pujas at home. So, to the members of the Divine Life Society, it will not be a strange happening because this is part of how the operations of the Divine Life Society has been carried on with family units operating out of their homes. So, not having the opportunity to go to the temples is not very nice for us, but we have the ability to adapt.
Well, thank you very, very much, Mr. Rajendra Ramprasad, for gracing us here with your presence and for, of course, giving your Diwali greetings to Trinidad and Tobago and by extension the world.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, I think Carol is all set. Carol is all ready. And as we bid goodbye to Mr. Ramprasad, hope he stays around to listen. And yes, Carol, time for the mehfil to begin.
And that's right, listeners. 3 hours of non-stop music this afternoon by the Rani herself. She's all set and ready to go. We'd like to say a big, big thank you to our sponsors for this event. That's Balwa Engineering Construction and Maintenance Services Limited, also A. Rahim Wholesale and Distribution Limited. We thank our sponsors dearly. Thank you for your support. And Babaram, over the years we've had our long-term clients, and I'm sure you would like to extend, on behalf of the company, thank yous to your
Well,
gratitude.
well, of course, our gratitude will always go out to our clients. That is why we are here operating, and it's because of their strength that give us, the privilege and the opportunity to be on air and to have, of course, mehfils like this. So we want to thank all and sundry, all those who have been supportive of U975 FM over the years, and of course, including this year.
And listeners and viewers, I need to mention our technical support this evening is by no other Randy Kangal, our very own Randy Kangal, doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much, Randy and team. We cross directly to Rasika Dindial and group. Just to let you know, as to our group this afternoon, Babaram would do the formal introduction.
Well, of course, on the dantal, a very important gentleman, that's Mr. Raj Singh, an important gentleman with an important instrument. The drummer on the dholak, Mr. Jagdev Debiram, and of course, on the harmonium, the Rani herself, of course, Rasika Dindial.
Sit down and stay tuned, On behalf of 97.5, I'm very happy to be here to entertain everyone, the nation. Diwali greetings going out to one and all. पूजी गणपति कर जोर के धरी चरणे सिरनाय स्तुति करत अनेक बुद्धि सुनियो दिल सुखदाय कंठ विराजे कंठेश्वरी हृदय विराजे गणेश जीव विराजे सरस्वती काटे काटी कलेश बंदो गणपति सरस्वती बंदो हनुमत वीर बंदो गुरु कैलाशपति बंदो सियावर
अब राम तेरी महिमा, राम तेरी